and Assalamualaikum. We are students for LPE2301, Group 105, and today we are going to present about fake news on internet. Before that, we're going to introduce ourselves. My name is Umi Izzati binti Muhammad Azmi. My metric number is 202705.
Hello everyone, I'm Nur Shazana binti Zainal with metric number 202869.
Okay, shall we start?
Yes.
Okay, so the topic that we're going to present is fake news on internet. I know this topic is a common type, but everyone seems to have knowledge about it, and everyone seems to have knowledge about it. But why we want to, why we choose this topic is because we want to raise the awareness of the fake news on the internet and explaining how the fake news impact in our life. Okay, so we know that social media platforms allow almost everyone to publish their thoughts and share stories to the world. But the problem is most people don't check the source of the material and they view online before they share it, which can lead to fake news spreading quickly or even going viral. At the same time, it's become harder to identify the original source of the news story, which can make it difficult to assess their accuracy. But not all the fake news stories are found online. Co-workers who gossip by the water cooler or while browsing print publications that fail to check their facts, for example, are also guilty of spreading misinformation even if inadvertently. Next, we can see from the Martina Chapman, the media literacy expert, there are three elements to fake news, which is mistrust, misinformation, and manipulation. By mistrust is that lack of trust or confidence. By misinformation is fake or false or inaccurate information. And manipulation is the action of manipulation someone in a clever or in aggressive way. Next, there are two types of fake news. Originally, there's a different opinions about fake news, but there are two types of fake news, which is not accurate and not 100% accurate. By not accurate, which means that it is deliberately invented story designed to make people believe something else. And by not 100% accurate, is that kind of bias can be down to mistake or overmean. And the example of not accurate is that, which is we can see from the clickbait. Clickbait is that stories that deliberately clickbait stories use sensationalist headlines to grab attention and drive click-through to the publisher website, normally at the expense of truth and on accuracy. And by the example of not 100% accurate is like sloppy journalism. Sometimes reporters or journalists may publish a story with unreliable information or without checking all the facts, which can mislead audience. And there are also misleading headings, which is stories that are not completely false, can be distorted using misleading or sensationalism headlines. These types of news can spread quickly on social media sites where only headlines and small snippets on the full article are displayed on audience newsfeed. Next. And how to prevent it? I think there are a lot of ways how to prevent it, but these three are the most important ones. The first one is take a closer look. We can check the source of the website or the news, and we can find out more information about the author, whether the author is reliable or not, and we can check all this news of the author, and we can because we want to check whether the author spread new and accurate news or not. And the next one is check other resources. We can compare the resources that we check with the other resources, like how to differentiate the news outlet and their ways to present the stories. Is it correct or not? Is it any different between them? I mean the content. And then we can check the facts, like the accurate date or altered timeline. We can check whether this news is the current or an old news stories. And with this way, we can prevent ourselves from spreading fake news to other people. And these guys don't spread news about something that you don't know whether it is true or not. First, you need to check it whether it is true or not, accurate or not.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Umi Izati. Next, I will straight away to our second subtopic for the fake news on the internet. Well, did you ever be a victim of fake news on the internet or on the social media? As my point of view, I would say there is a more negative impact rather than good effect on this issue. So why actually I'm saying this? Based on my research recently, there are 268 cases of fake news related to the COVID-19 pandemic. All the cases are included that have been reported only. Just imagine how many total of fake news has spread within a short time. Uh, there is a there is a big number, isn't it? And surprisingly, our senior minister, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri, has become the latest victim of the fake news. This allegation that he doesn't welcome Singaporean into the country, which this is actually one of the fake news related to the pandemic. But here I am is not going to talk about the COVID-19 pandemic, but actually to show how the impact of the fake news to the society, and it is not only affect an ordinary person but also a famous person. So my first point is focusing the impact in the community. The fake news affect the society in which led to bullying and violence against innocent people and also create a fear environment. The problem the problem is how it is worked. To give an illustration from what happened in the West, the spreading of misinterpreting information about Islam and Muslim religion lead to Islamophobia. Islamophobia is an extreme fear of and hostility toward Islam and Muslim. It often led to hate speech and hate crime, social and political discrimination, for criticism of Islam to be generated for the sole purpose of advocating social and political measures to discriminate against the violence the right of Muslim. Moreover, is disproportionately impact those visibly identifiable as Muslim, such as women who wear scarf and people who are often mistaken for Muslim. For example, Sikh men who wear turban. So the use of social media or the internet actually bigger the impact of it, in which the number of people has Islamophobia increasing. Let's move to the second point, which I small the scope to the impact for individual. There is a lot of bad consequences, but I would like to highlight three impact which are having impact help you due to consuming danger product, losses source of income, and becoming spreader of the fake news. For instance, let's imagine if you are selling a product, maybe it can be kind of supplement, then there is someone else might be your haters that spread the false information about your product. It will affect your business or your source of income when the public started to ban your product just because they are losing the trust of you. In the other hand, let's you be the buyer or consumer of the product just because the product went viral and just seeing the fake customer feedback, you started to consume a product that you believe it can help to reach your goal and make you healthier instead of consult with doctor and pharmacists. In addition, the most I worry is when we as uh, a users of social media such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter unintentionally becoming spreader of the fake news when we usually repost, share, and retweet the post that or news that we think is helpful and informative for others. As mentioned by the first presenter just now, I would like to take one citation from Dr. Kaiselis Wright from podcast Speaking of Psychology, in which she said that we don't have the tools right now to decipher all the information that coming at us, and we live in like a digital world where we want to know information immediately. We don't really pause to look at the source of information, where it comes, the credential for the source. Keep in mind, always check the source the source of news that once we click on it. In a nutshell, we hope that everyone raises the awareness of the fake news on the internet by knowing the factors that lead to fake news, know how to spot the fake news and aware the negative impact of this focus instead of only putting hope on the authority to solve the issue. That's all from us. Thank you for taking your time and give the attention to our presentation.